Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If your minor child has recently become a US citizen, you might be wondering, what do I do with your child's Indian passport? In this video, I'll walk you through the step-by-step process to surrender an Indian passport for a minor, what documents you need, fees, and how long it takes. So let's dive right in. The first question is, why surrender your Indian passport? What happens if you do not surrender your own or your child's Indian passport after obtaining foreign citizenship? According to Indian law, once you obtain the citizenship of another country, you must surrender your Indian passport or renounce your passport. India does not allow dual citizenship, so keeping it or even worse, using it, can lead to penalties. Don't use your Indian passport after acquiring a US or a foreign citizenship. Even using it once can result in heavy fines. You can apply for an OCI card, which is the Overseas Citizens of India card. This is a type of permanent residency granted to individuals of Indian origin, enabling them to live and work in India without any time restrictions. It provides a lifelong visa to enter and stay in India. However, it does not grant the right to vote, hold public office, or purchase agricultural land. I added a link on how to apply for the OCI at the end of this video. Let's start the application process. Google how to surrender an Indian passport in the USA. You will see the VFS Global website link. Head over to VFS Global's website and select Surrender of Indian Passport. It has a step-by-step guide to surrender your passport. There are mainly 3 steps. Fill out the online application, gather the required documents, and pay the fee. And finally, post all the documents and application. Let's go through the process. Step 1. Fill out the online application. Click on the link and then select USA. Click on Register and fill out the information. Now click on User Login to start filling the online application. Click on Apply for Surrender of Indian Passport. You'll need to complete 7 pages in the application form. As you finish each page, the progress bar will turn green, indicating completion. Page 1 is all about filling your child's Indian passport details. Page 2 is the applicant, that is, your child's details. Page 3 is family details. Page 4 is your current address details. Page 5 is the emergency contact. Page 6 is verification, and finally, page 7 is the summary. Make sure all the information is correct. If you need to make changes, then press the back button to edit. And then finally submit the application. Step 2. Gather all the required documents. You've completed Step 1. Great job. Now click on the Step 2 link and select Surrender of Indian Passport, Fees and Documents Required. The current renunciation fee is approximately $150, but if you became a foreign citizen before 2010, the fee is only $25. Additionally, there's a VFS service fee of around $16. You'll find 2 sets of mandatory document lists, one for adults and one for minors. Each set has 2 options: if you have your Indian passport and if your Indian passport is lost. In this video, we will cover the requirements for your minor child with a passport. Make sure to fill in the top panel on each page of the checklist. Write your child's name and passport, and your email and phone number. The first mandatory document is a printout of the application form. Make sure your child signs the form on pages 1 and 4. If your child is under 5 years old, use their left thumbprint instead of a signature. Fill the top panel on each page. You also need to submit 2 passport-size pictures, not more than 6 months old. You can get a passport-size photo taken at your local UPS store. Just let them know it's for an Indian passport or OCI application, so they follow the correct specifications. Most UPS stores offer this service quickly and professionally. Next is 2 copies of a signed and completed surrender certificate. Click on the link and fill the form and take a printout. Don't forget to get your child's signature on the certificate. Next is the Proof of Address section. If your driver's license shows your current address, simply provide a photocopy of it. If not, you can submit a utility bill, lease agreement, or mortgage document as proof. If your child is living in college campus housing, you'll need to provide a letter from the educational institution on official letterhead, clearly stating the exact address where your child is currently residing. If you're filling out the application for a child who doesn't have an ID with the current address and is living with you, include a copy of your utility bill and write a declaration in a Word document stating that your child resides with you and get it notarized. Next is a photocopy of your child's US passport, valid for at least 6 months at the time of submission of the application. Do not send the original US passport. Fill out the top panel. You need to send a notarized affidavit if your child's Indian passport has expired before obtaining the foreign citizenship. If not, then skip this part. If your child's name has changed or appears differently on the birth certificate, any government ID, or a previous passport, you must provide a notarized affidavit of name change to clarify and verify the discrepancy. Next is your child's original Indian passport, as well as photocopies of the passport. You will need to submit a notarized affidavit if your child's Indian passport has expired. Next is the photocopy of the Naturalization certificate. If the naturalization certificate for your child is not available, then you must provide copies of both parents' naturalization certificates and a notarized statement signed by both parents explaining how the child obtained U.S. citizenship, for example derived through parents, and why the child does not have their own naturalization certificate. You also need to submit a notarized parent authorization form, and both parents must sign the form. We will talk about the fee process in Step 3. If the child has gotten naturalization through parents, then provide a notarized sworn affidavit along with the parents' naturalization certificates. Don't forget to get your child's signature at the bottom of this page. Next is one printout of the checklist. You need to submit a copy of the signed checklist with the application package. Do not make printouts on both sides of the paper and do not staple any documents. No handwritten document is accepted. You can also find the form on this page, such as parental authorization form for minor, sworn affidavit, affidavit for loss of passport or surrender certificate. Here is the summary of the documents needed, including the ones that were not mentioned in the checklist. Print out of your application form, make sure to sign it. Your child's original Indian passport. Photocopies of front and back pages of Indian and US passports, if your child has already got the US passport. Photocopy of naturalization certificate. 2 passport-sized photo, which is usually 2 by 2 inches. 2 printouts of completed and signed surrender certificate application form. Printout of payment receipt for fees. Signed copy of the checklist. Printout of your confirmation of application letter. Photocopy of your driver's license or utility bill or lease or mortgage papers that has your current address. Parents' authorization form for minors. Step 3. Pay the fee. You are done with your application and you have gathered all the documents. Now let's go through the fee. Fill out the registration form. and then log in. Click on the Create New Application, select your center, and Surrender of Indian Passport from the drop-down menus of Main and Application categories. Next, select the payment mode. I would suggest you to pay via credit card. In the next screen, click Add Customer. Fill out the form. Get the ARN number from your application. Submit the form. Now, click on Download Courier Labels and search for your application. Select the courier service, and I would highly recommend you to use VFS offered courier service. They use FedEx. You will see the fee charges here on this screen. Click on Additional Services. By default, they have SMS and photo services checked. If you want SMS update, then you can pay $5. Otherwise, you will get email updates from VFS. You should see a reduced price if you choose not to use those services. Enter your address and validate, and then confirm an application. Pay the fee using your credit card. In the next screen, you will get FedEx label. Take the printout of the label. Place all documents in the FedEx envelope and mail the package. Do not use anything other than FedEx envelope while shipping your application to the VFS. Additional charges will apply if any other type of packaging is used. Make a separate application package for each child and send them separately on FedEx envelopes. Processing typically takes 2 to 4 weeks depending on your consulate. You'll get tracking info and updates by email or SMS. If your application is approved, you will receive your surrender certificate and your Indian passport with a stamp, Passport cancelled as acquired US nationality. Once you receive your surrender certificate, you're eligible to apply for OCI, Overseas Citizen of India. That's covered in a separate video. I've added the link at the end of this video, so be sure to check it out. I hope this made your passport surrender process way easier. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll try my best to answer every single one. Like this video if it helped, share it with anyone who's about to go through the same, and don't forget to subscribe for more helpful content. Until next time, take care, and congrats again on your US citizenship.